Yeah, I think anytime that an MLS club starts this Champions League journey in the beginning of our preseason, it's always tough to ramp up and get going and feel like you're in that midseason form. But I think the guys did a great job and the coaching staff did a great job getting us ready. And again, winning games and building confidence throughout the competition. Also doing well in league play. It just it sets us up for being really confident right now going into this final.
In the way that everything's been juggled by Steve, roster, rotation, it seems like the way he described it, the team's really healthy right now, in a good spot. Is that how you see it as well?
Yeah, definitely healthy, and a lot of guys have got a lot of minutes, whether it's rotations and different things. So yeah, we feel ready.
From León, what are you seeing? What are the challenges that you face?
I think it's a very good team in transition. They're very dangerous in the attack. They have a lot of players with a lot of different movements. Also defensively, they're extremely aggressive in starting their counter. So it's just something that we have to look out for.
How big does this field?
I mean, it's close to as big as it gets for a club competition. So yeah, it's up there.
I mean, are you nerves wise? I mean, does this compare to like other big games you played? I mean, do you start feeling it already?
Yeah, I don't know if it's nerves, but it's excitement. A little bit anxious. Like we want to. It's been a long week now since we didn't play on Saturday, so we're definitely ready to get this thing going. But yeah, it's a huge game, and we know it, and we're ready for it.
Continuing in person, anybody?
Well, it seems like a lot of teams in the right. You kind of hear about the Philadelphia model a lot, right? Where teams maybe aren't spending as much, kind of rely more on a high press type deal. You guys actually kind of play soccer, right? Seattle, they won last year. I think they kind of try to play as well. I mean, does that say something about, I think, what maybe kind of the larger ambitions that you guys have? I know style of play has always kind of been, part of this team's identity here.
Yeah, I think style of play is a huge part of every club's identity, right? And this club, what they've built over the past couple of seasons, and obviously last year winning the cup is something special, and it's proven to work for us. And taking it through the Champions League competition, it's worked for us as well. So yeah, we definitely don't want to change our game going into a final. And like I said, we're confident in our abilities as long as we can play our game. León is an extremely good team and very dangerous, and going there is really difficult, and it's going to be a tough task. But we're hopeful, and we're looking forward to getting a result.
More for me. Carlos and a couple other players on this team were here in 2020 and they made it to the Concacaf Champions League final. Just in terms of what's Carlos expressed as the captain of this team? Has he talked to you guys at all about what this club means, what this competition means in particular? How has he been in terms of the leadership role coming into this tournament final? Yeah,
Carlos is amazing, and he's not a guy that gets up in front of the group and says a whole bunch of things, but more on an individual basis as you're passing by, if you want to bend his ear and chat to him a bit. But yeah, just it's a big moment, and we got to be ready, and we're definitely going to go out there and play our game, and we're not going to play scared. We're going to play our style, but just be ready for the big moment, because it's a big one, and it's going to be tough to go down there, like I said.
Great. We'll take questions on Zoom, starting with Katya.
Thanks, Crystal. Aaron, a little bit more on what you were saying. When it comes to the style of the Mexican teams, what challenges does that present also in that first leg, dealing with the hostile environment and being away?
Yeah, I think anytime you go away for to anyone else's environment or to a hostile environment, it's a big mental challenge, and staying focused and not letting the game or the crowd get the best of your emotions. So just, again, staying calm, knowing it's a big game, but knowing there's two legs to it, and we have to set ourselves up for success in leg two. So just keeping that in the back of our mind.
Great. Next question from Doug McIntyre.
Thanks for doing this, Aaron. Seattle obviously won last year, but we know the history of MLS teams in this competition before that. How much do you guys want to show that, what happened last year wasn't a fluke, that gap has closed a bit between MLS and Liga MX? Thanks. Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if it's so much about us closing the gap between the leagues, but we definitely want to show that we're a top team and we can win this tournament. And that's something that we've been focused on since the beginning, is, not letting any outside noise or any other teams or expectations get in our way. We know what we set for ourselves, and we're going to go out there and try to win this thing.
Any last questions for Aaron? All right, ready to go.
Thank you.